Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester City podcast. Later than scheduled, people. It's because we had to handle business. Veta had some business to do, so that's why the show is later than scheduled. But we are indeed here, people. And the red side of Manchester, see, it's not going too well. Let's be really honest. Amorim under severe pressure. I'm saying some people are Amorim out. We'll get to that. There's Amorim doubt. You know what I'm saying? There's holding him accountable to players. We know certain people on this very show was talking about how the ownership were doing their best for the football club. So we're discussing all that. However, on the blue side of Manchester, ain't going much better either. And hey, misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? Just got packed in by 5. You know what I'm saying? By Arsenal. Absolutely humbled, no pun intended. Lewis Skelly, you know what I'm saying? Doing the Haaland celebration. Let it be known, you know what I'm saying? Like, Haaland, that's who are you? Oh, he knows now as well. And on top of that, they drew Real Madrid in the Champions League as well. So, hey, it's going. And have you seen their fixture list? And like I said, I'm laughing because misery loves company. However, what is not miserable is being joined by this gentleman, fantastic content creator, gubernatorial nigga in the building. My life, Veta Games TV is in the cut. What we saying, Veta, man? What's going on? You're on mute, Veta. What we saying, man?
Yes, listen. Oh man, it's been one of them weekends. It's been one of them days. Good things come to those who wait. So this show was delayed for you guys to get a good thing coming to you. Well, guys and girls. Now, I'm struggling to really pace the show out, to be honest with you, because like many of us have some I told you so's. Like many of us want to be like, yo, I was right, you were wrong, or you were right, I was wrong. I'm trying to figure out how I want to play this out. Let me first do the humble thing, because I'm a humble man. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm gonna give tremendous credit to Arsenal with the victory. I mean, I'm gonna do that, and I do that on the regular. I can recognize when the team was better than me on the day.
Absolutely.
Just best believe, if you're tuning in now, if you're watching this on the playback, on the rerun, whatever you're doing, I'm still gonna take my shots. I'm still Vader Games. All right. So we're gonna have a convo. Y'all can take your shots in the chat. Y'all can ask me questions if you have them. If they're good enough, Flawless will bring them to the surface. If they're not, he's going to ignore them. Or we would have talked about it naturally, all right? So no disrespect if he doesn't bring up your question.
Facts.
But everybody want to be like, Vader, where you at? Yo, I want to hear about the game. What's your analysis? What did you think of Arsenal? What did you think of Arteta? What did you think of your club? Okay, all right, let's do all that. Let's do all that first. I got to reflect on my club first and foremost. Let me do this. Let me look at my club. No surprises here. I haven't been good all season long. All right. You know how those of you in the chat, you tune in weekly. You know how Flawless is quick to remind me, oh, I told you this. I told you at the beginning of the season. Hey, Flawless told me I was favorites to win this league. All right. Yeah, that's okay. You don't have to. We know. The chat knows. You don't have to say it.
Yeah, Flawless told me that. Same way you thought you was favorites for the league. That's why you had you first too. Let's not forget
Flawless,
that.
Flawless has got to step. He's got to step on my intro.
No.
He's got to step on my intro and not let
you
me. You
acted like you did. You know what's crazy? They had City favorites first, but don't let that get in the way of a good introduction. Go on, carry on as you.
Chat, you see how this man's moving already. You see how he's moving already.
Did we not both have Manchester City first in the league table at the start of the season?
We did. You had a lot more confidence in this league, and I kind of pointed out some of the things that were concerned. But we haven't been good all season long, man. And I got results against Feyenoord, Champions League, 50 minutes in a game, surrendering 3 goals, ending up in a draw. I had a Tottenham Spurs come to my house and put 4 on me. This is the season that I've been looking at. This is the type of inconsistent performance that I've been dealing with. Don't get triggered, United fans. Because as poor as my season's been, I'm still looking like this on the standings. You know what I mean? As poor as it is. But let me focus on my club right now. Arsenal just took full advantage, rightfully so, of a weak Manchester City.
Absolutely.
I would have if it were us, if it were you, if it were Liverpool. Most recently, Liverpool kind of did that to you recently. But when you see a club struggling,
Liverpool did what to us?
no, I know you got the amnesia or the MIB, kind of blanked out the memory, but the 7-0 not too long ago.
Oh, I thought you meant recent. Oh yeah, but all right, but we knocked them out the FA. When you said that, I thought you meant this season. You know, we knocked them out on we knocked them out en route to winning the FA Cup as well, and just went and drew there as well. But you go on as you were.
I hear it. See, and this is the energy. This is the energy as I speak about Arsenal moving forward. They took full advantage. If you're gonna attack City, it's now. If you're gonna play us for 90 minutes and get a result, it's now. We've shown it all throughout the season that we're not that good. Now, did I go into this game expecting a win? Yes, I did. I'm still backing my team. Was it overly optimistic? No, it wasn't, because I think we had the ability to win. We are just extremely poor. Look at the mistakes I'm making. I don't know what it is when I'm playing against London teams, but I'm surrendering goals in the first 5 minutes. In this case, I surrendered a goal in the first 2 minutes. And Akanji's that guy. Listen, he's usually that guy. He's come back, in my opinion. He's come back a little too early, but we got no one else. He's got to come back and play. I don't think he was fully fit. He cost us a goal. Now, see this TJ's a joker. This TJ's a joker. This TJ's a joker. You know why? Because he's caught in two worlds. He's tiptoeing on this side of the Arteta conversation. He's tiptoeing on that side. Listen, hold that, he says. All right. You enjoy it. Because you know what? What I've been saying, let's do the I told you so. I've been saying Arteta is a manager that can be very good for Arsenal.
No way has he managed a way to spin this, yo.
You think any manager can put 5 past Pep? Come on,
I applaud you for it, man. I applaud you for it.
You know what? I don't like that you're all. Why are you in the bright lights, nice clean camera settings today? What's going on?
Yo, because I'm on school run all this week. That's why.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's why. That's why I'm here. Otherwise, I'd be in my usual spot in darkness like my football club. But here we are.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, but listen, I don't want to get sidetracked. I'm gonna catch TJ just now because I do have some things to talk about with regards to Arsenal. Mm-hmm. But we were incredibly poor, and in addition to us being poor, Arsenal were incredibly good. They were. Absolutely. Not going to take that away from them. That midfield was going to cause problems even if we had available bodies, because Partey, Rice, Odegaard, that was their combination that brought them success a couple seasons ago.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, Rice, new addition, but in terms of Partey and Odegaard, we know the quality, and they had Jack at the time. Rice can put in that same shift. I knew it was going to be a long day. I did not expect to see my club perform like this and attack as well. We got to take our chances, guys. We got to release the handbrake. We got to give players like Haaland, players now like Marmoush, a chance to get at a 50-50, a chance to, Saliba just kind of came back. Oh, respect, Victor. You know that Saliba kind of just came back off of questionable fitness. Would he be right to play? We didn't even challenge him to sprint once. True. Not even once. You know what I'm doing? You know what I saw Real Madrid do when Walker kind of came back kind of 50-50? They sent ball behind after ball behind to test that hamstring on Walker. We should have been doing that. So a lot of opportunities we missed out. We're obviously not fully familiar with how we want to play with Marmoush, but when there's one opportunity,
you not miss your chance to blow.
Respect to the line. But when we had that one delivered cross into the box, Haaland raises up on Saliba and dunks it and gets us back into the game. 1-1. I'm like, yes, Okay, we fought hard for that, but let's handle this. Less than 2 minutes later, I did not expect Player of the Year, Phil Foden, to try to do a hero pass and get intercepted from
Right, it was
Partey.
a great pass right into his path. I was like, I'm saying,
You know,
Foden.
I'm hearing some things like the referee kind of blinded him from
Yeah,
seeing Partey.
clearly, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because that was very unaccustomed of him.
I don't think so. I think it was a fantastic pass. But carry on as you go.
This guy, yeah. Oh, okay, we'll talk about United, so you take it easy. Foden,
That's why
Foden and that pass.
You see the badge below me.
Oh, I
Don't
see
worry,
it.
we're going to.
I got my notes. With regards to Foden, it was disappointing because we fought so hard to get that game tied up, and then Partey goes through. My opinion, I think Stone should have closed that out, because what are we all taught? What are we all taught when we play football, or even when we're playing in defense? Close out the player, because when you close out the player, you make the net look a lot smaller. Stones just kind of stood there, and I myself, I hate when defenders turn.
I was gonna say that. I agree with that.
I hate it. I hate it. Now, if you see the ball blistering towards your face, that's a different thing. But
the man hit you in the face.
Well, true, or you duck down and then you hit it. Right, like you head it off.
Yeah, 100%.
I hate the turn. 2-1, 3-1. That 3-1 was well fought for, but the 4-1 and the 5-1, I saw quit in my team. Not my entire team. Damn. I saw quit in my. I saw players that were like, "Oh, they're running." Yeah, I can't.
You didn't see your players fight.
And I can't. I need to see my players be able to run. You have to be able to run. I don't care. You bust a gut. You're winded. You blow a tire. You have to track back. And what frustrates me, and you know this from playing back in the day as well, when everybody has energy going forward, but no one's got energy going back, I lose my mind. I'm like, nah, you ain't a player. You ain't a player if you're not running back on defense just as much. So we need to fix up. I'm going to speak about it on my show tomorrow, but we need to fix up tremendously, because you're only as good as your last performance. I truly believe that. There's no resumes. There's no, I'm guaranteed to compete. I'm going to be in the mix because of what I did yesterday. You still got to bring it today. And Arsenal brought it. You know why Arsenal brought it? Because they don't have anything. They got to play for something. So we got to match that. And Pep's been telling them. I know this. We've seen documentaries where he's telling the players, you have to go and earn the respect again. You have to go out and earn to be said to be the best again. You got to keep doing that. So Arsenal, it's funny. Arsenal, no disrespect. Please don't get triggered, Arsenal fans. TJ, just relax.
Definitely gonna be disrespectful going.
But Arsenal fans were moving how City were moving when United were in their pump dominating. All we wanted was we can get a draw or catch a win off United. Woo! Yes, we're celebrating. We're going wild. We're talking about it. Arsenal were moving like that type of City. Arsenal were moving like Spurs that don't win anything. All right. I don't have to say that. Spurs know what their existence is, right? They don't win anything, but they move in terms of catching wins versus City to be like, ha, 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 in your face. Arsenal were moving like that. Arsenal were moving like that.
You're saying you're their cup final?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They've been bragging the last few seasons about, you guys haven't beaten us. What? Arsenal fans, why are you talking to me about not beating you throughout the season? What do I care? I'm raising the trophy that we're all playing for. What? So you're bragging about me not catching a win off you for the last 2 seasons? Serious? So that's how they've been moving.
Because that's all they can do. You know, with their fantastic ownership. Yeah, the fantastic ownership that wants to win all the time. That wants to win at all costs. That's what you're reduced to.
I mean, they do have good ownership. I mean,
yeah, same great ownership. You know what I'm saying? They want to win at all costs, man. Look at the way they've been moving in these markets.
Well,
see, in January and the summer and last January.
I see how you're moving the combo. I see how you're moving the combo. Listen,
stating the facts. And did you see what Villa did in this window just gone?
What did Chelsea do?
Exactly
nothing. What do you mean exactly? Are we trying to say Chelsea aren't ambitious? They didn't do anything.
I'm saying you're proving my point. They had a poor window.
Okay. So
Did they
because
not?
there was
Wait.
hold on,
Did they have?
because
I'm asking the question. Did Chelsea have a poor window? In your
it,
opinion?
it depends on how you evaluate poor windows. It
Okay.
really does.
All right.
Because
Let me
did Chelsea
rephrase
sell?
that. Have you?
Chelsea
No. No,
flawless?
they
Did
didn't
Chelsea
sell.
sell in this window? They did no
No.
business at all?
No.
Okay. All right. So in a window where there's no movement, is that considered a bad window, or are you expected to win or sell every window?
No, it depends if you're looking to. Do you need to improve on the pitch? The Chelsea have glaring, obvious issues in their squad and on the pitch. In your opinion, I know the answer to this question, but I get yours. Do you look at Chelsea and go, Chelsea have glaring and obvious issues within their side, 11 and or the squad?
I
It's
think
gonna be good.
Chelsea has some challenges. Does it require them having to go externally and get that talent? I don't know, because they do have a
Okay.
very good academy. They do have some players on loan, whether they
Mhm.
could have, you know what I mean? So
That would have made the window better. I agree with that. The latter. If you
so
recall some of them players, that makes it a good window. But they didn't
they could
recall those players.
recall, they could promote some academy players. Everyone keeps telling me, play the kids, play your academy. So, you know what I mean? Chelsea
Yeah.
could do the same. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily that you got to spend, but I hear you. I mean, this is a spend generation in terms of
Hey, to be
how
honest,
football's looked at.
tell you all this, the time is about intent. And I use you as an example a lot when I say that because it's the word that pops up the most when we're having a conversation. It's around windows, whether
Okay.
it's your mob, my mob, or whoever else. But no, Chelsea
Yeah.
didn't have a good window. To answer your question, no. Neither
Chelsea
did
didn't have
Arsenal.
a window.
No, they didn't. They have glaring issues within their side.
But
And they
maybe
did
they can fix it internally, is what I'm saying.
maybe, but then why would you not attempt to do that before January? Because the issues they've had have been there for at least a couple months.
So, am I to assume that every club that didn't spend in January, they are not serious about winning?
Not every club that their aim is to win, and yeah. So like Forest, for example, are flying. So I'm not gonna say Forest was supposed to go out and do business because Forest are overachieving currently and ahead of schedule. So their business that they did in the summer. If you do the correct business in the summer, you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about January.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
where
I
they
hear
got it
that.
right. The business that Bournemouth
Mhm.
and Forest did, I use those two as examples.
Okay.
They did good business in the summer. So if you do correct business in the summer, January is not really an issue. That's why you don't have to do business in January. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you didn't really do well in the summer. So that's where it stems from. What do you think you
Whoa.
had a good summer window?
We didn't have a good summer window, but I don't think that we would have addressed what was so crazy about this year in the summer. I don't think we would have anticipated the list of injuries across the board within the midfield and in defense.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe we brought in Savino. I don't know if we would have gone in and gotten two defenders. I don't think that we would have gotten a midfielder and an attacker in the summer. I don't think we would have done all that. But as glaring and as not ready for the races as we are this year, the club was like, you know what? Yo, large up. The club was like, you know what? We've already identified these targets. Our scouts have been on point. Let's move on it now because we can. And also, it's probably better to do it now than later because the price may go up. There may be other competitors who want to do it. So,
And that's why
not
you
mad
do
at
the
them.
business in the summer because they know January you're even more desperate. So to add to the point, no, Chelsea didn't have a good window. Neither did
Okay.
my mob. Neither did Spurs.
Wait. You guys didn't have a good window.
Nah, we don't have a good window. No.
I thought you got rid of some dead wood. Isn't that considered a good window though?
No. It's not
You
appalling
always
window.
thinking about hoarding, always about getting. What about
No,
just giving back?
our
You
squad
gave
was
some
light.
players back.
Nah, our squad was light with those players and we didn't replace them. That's my biggest issue.
Yeah, but you complain about those players anyway, so might as well just get them out.
No,
No?
I'm all for getting rid of the players.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
That's
that's a
not the issue.
okay.
That's not the issue whatsoever. I'm talking more so
5
about
out of 10?
replacement.
5 out
You
of 10
mentioned
window?
youngster. No, definitely not. Definitely not.
4
Definitely
out of
not
10.
5 out of 10.
You got
3.
rid of some dead wood.
They weren't playing anyway, so it makes no difference. Really and truly.
So you're not
They
even going to
weren't
give
playing.
credit for them getting rid of these players that don't even play anyways. Because
No, I
doesn't
give
it
them
bring?
credit. That's why I didn't give them a 0.
And sorry, were they souls or loans? What was going on? Because
Loans, 2
they were
loans.
loans.
Anthony got
Okay.
loaned. Rashford got loaned. Malacia got loaned. They were the 3, I think.
Yikes!
Is there anyone
Rashford's
else?
still in the Prem. Yo, how you feel about that? Rashford's still in the Prem.
Cool. Happy for him. I hope he balls out there.
Do y'all play at Aston Villa later in the year?
Can't play against us. Part of the contract.
No. But do you play him? Do you play them?
Yes, we played them last day of the season.
Woo! Okay.
I don't know why you hyping up United Villa.
What do you mean? I had a hype last day of the season, last game of the season versus Aston Villa a couple of seasons ago. Okay. It was an epic match. Did you let me remind you? We were down early to them, right? And we needed to win. Everybody in the chat sit down,
because I remember the Liverpool tears. Yeah, I remember the Liverpool tears.
Yeah. Stevie G thought he was gonna win at Aston Villa and cost us the league. And
well, yeah, with the outgoings we had, no complaints. Incomings, woeful. That's why we didn't have a good window. Outgoings good, no problem with the outgoings. Okay. Outgoings cool. Incomings horrible.
I don't like what I'm hearing out of United right now.
Yeah, of course you don't. Bring me some. I said this. Bring me some. I wasn't even asking for permanent. Bring me some loan players. They would have brought me 2 or 3 loan players. I'd be like, all right, cool, good window. I don't even the greatest loan players. I would have took decent players.
When do you think we might hear about like the class of 2025 or something like that, or the class of 2026? Like, when are we going to have another? Because I remember the class of 92. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, when are we going to get another one of those?
It will never happen again in our lifetime. No.
It's never going to happen.
Never in our lifetime will it happen again.
Yeah. Oh man, that's
you gotta understand that the pieces that you gotta understand the amount of, like Tony talks about the stars aligning. That was the stars aligning. Everything has to fall into place at the right time. So not only did we have the right manager, we had the right youth players. We had supremely some of the best players we've ever seen in the Premier League, all in one class, which is supremely rare. You had the right youth team set up. You had the right manager, and what people also overlook with the 92 side is we also had quality seasoned pros in the first team. If you put the class of 92 in this current Manchester United side, they would not have the success they had under that.
You think
the ballers that they was with at that point when they broke through? Like, people don't realize it. Go back and check the team. Now, you might know because you're slightly older. To anyone in the chat, go look at Manchester United 93, 94 and see who was there. You will know because you're older. We have similar ages. A lot of people just think, they just came in and took all. Like, no, there was quality.
Go back to your homework. Do your homework.
Yeah. There was quality.
Museum research and remember what was happening back then.
I'm saying, because you got history unlike some. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But carry on as you were.
Well, I'm just saying. Do you think, or do you hear that it's an emphasis within the club to try and make the academy that strong again, or no? It's kind of like a byproduct, or it's an afterthought.
No, it always is.
No, I know you get 1 or 2 stars, but I mean, like, because again,
that's
Chelsea.
Always the aim. That's always the aim, because it's cheaper for the club. Rather than go and sign somebody for 50 million, I have this youth player coming through, and the youth players are an easier sell. They also, if they're good, fans will automatically get on side because he's one of our own. He's through the academy, etc. I've been saying for the longest, youth players.
The challenge with the youth and the academy and the development is, if you're a promising team, the youth get more opportunity. But if you're like must play for trophies, it's hard to get more than one to break through, because it's like Jose's mentality, right? I'm trying to win right now. I don't got time to develop and bring this player along.
Jobs on the line. I get that, and I understand why managers are selfish, but Amorim's not at that stage with us. That's why I'd say utilize it. Van Gaal wasn't. Van Gaal did it.
You said Amorim and not my manager. Is he still your manager?
Oh, it's still my gaffer, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Whenever, like, I'm
checking. I'm gonna check every time we do a show. I'm gonna check to see whether he's still.
I'll let you know he's not, like, you're good for the season. You know what I'm saying? You're good for the season.
He's good.
You're good for the season.
Yo, Flawless. I like that I'm hearing that from you, because the other men, them Flawless.
Oh yeah, some people, but again, we'll get to it. Well, we'll get to it. Yeah, they're shaking because if anyone's Amorim out now, they would just never Amorim in to begin with, which is cool. But just let it be known, they didn't want him in the first place. Because they're the same people who you know what I'm saying, who had all that nonsense with Ten Hag. They're the same people who tell you Amorim's breaking records and this, that, and the third, but the other guy spent 400 M's, was here 3 years, was breaking all the records, and you was cool with it. I say, man, fans just want to like who they like.
You know what's wild? I don't. You know what? We can put the United talk on hold because,
Yeah, we'll
like I
get to
told
it.
you,
And
I
I'm
got
starring
notes
the
on it.
best questions in the chat. Big up to all of you lot. Yeah, go on, go
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. But to bring it back to this Arsenal game,
Yeah,
which
yeah, yeah.
was
Battered.
incredibly embarrassing, right? Um, it truly was a humbling game. Like truly, in terms of
Balls are
a
humbler.
reminder.
Word to
It's a
Grizz.
word to Grizz, but what's funny is it's a humbling game because the players in the club need to realize what the opposing club are playing for. They should be playing to embarrass you. We need to be prepared to be able to deal against that. And you saw it. You talked about the transfer window. Pep's not making Pep's not making the mistake. He made the mistake being like, you know what, I think I got enough right now. I think I can lean on the experience. I think we can do this moving forward. But once players can't play back-to-back games, once players are like, oh, injuries lasting a little longer, he's looking, it's like, I don't got my available players. And if I'm trying to make do, I can't make do with a KDB to kind of complement some maybe inexperienced youngster in the middle. I got to make do without Ballon d'Or Rodri. I got to make do without this. He's like, no, we
Yeah,
we need to match the quality against us to be able to get this done. So
absolutely.
we still need to wait and see what Marmouche is going to do in this club. But I got it. Listen, you know me. I got incredible confidence in him. We've got this new signing. Did you hear about the new signing?
I did hear about a new signing.
Yeah,
I did hear.
Nico Gonzalez.
Yeah,
Nico
man.
Gonzalez. So a lot of the breakdowns, early breakdowns, is that he's kind of like a hybrid. He can play the 8, he can play the 6. I
You
think
might
he's like
actually
six
finally have
two.
a Rodri replacement. About time. We're carrying.
Hey, it ain't easy to find a Rodri replacement. They don't grow on
No,
trees. You know what
no.
I mean?
But
So
we're about attempted to. But go on.
no, we've been attempting. Don't do that. I'm not going to let you talk to the chat and talk to the viewers like that. We've been trying to find a
Who did you try?
replacement. We've been,
Who? What six did you sign? Or hybrid six apart from
no,
Calvin
it's not
Phillips?
about who we signed. It's who we tried to sign. We've been trying to get replacements.
Hey, don't try do, but carry on as you
Oh,
would.
here we go. Don't try and do. If the best clubs in the world will try and can't do sometimes, then you got to accept it at your clubs that don't happen to be the best. I'm not talking about you, Flawless. You're United, mighty United, but I'm talking about other clubs. Sometimes you go out for your, number one choice. You don't get it. Sometimes you don't get it. You got to move on. We've been trying to
Yeah,
get number one choice.
you gotta have a number 2 choice and number 3 choice. Your
You
Manchester
got
City pretty much with an open checkbook.
wow, wow. We talking money. A United fan is talking money.
Yes. How come Brighton
Open
can
checkbook.
I said pretty much with an open checkbook. Brighton
Pretty.
can get Balibo. You're telling me you can't get a Balibo or someone better? Of course you can. Cut the crap.
What do you mean? Of course we can. No, it takes 2 people to get it done.
Yeah, but you can get a Balibo. You're telling me you couldn't go and find a Balibo? Don't let your
No,
team, don't let
no,
your scouts and your club off the hook because they've done
no.
great stuff.
No, I'm
You can,
not
of
letting
course you
them
can
off
get,
the
of
hook.
course you can get a Balibo. So you can get a Balibo. So therefore, there's players out there. Telling me
No.
Balibo doesn't walk into your side right now.
How much would he cost?
From where Brighton got him for minimum. How much did he sign him for? Let me actually check. I don't think he cost a lot. 1 second. It was
I
minimum.
don't
1 second.
I don't
1 second.
think
I'll tell you now. Hold up. Balibo price. He cost Brighton. Wait, 1 second. It's 2 Brighton. I'll
who I
tell
was
you.
talking about. My
I'll
club
tell
should
you. 1 second. He cost him 23 million.
he cost them 23 million.
23 million.
You know why he's going there?
Why go on?
What Brighton is a no disrespect to Brighton because I like their business model. I like what they're doing, but we got to understand that they're a stepping stone.
Absolutely.
Okay? It's not a final destination.
Absolutely
So
agree.
so there's development there for him before he makes the big move.
That's true.
His move wasn't ready to go to Manchester City. I'm actually very proud to be able to say that the badge is heavy now. The badge is heavy to play over Manchester
People are
City.
looking at you.
The lights that you're playing under now, you're playing for all the major trophies. So it's different. The expectation would be different. And I know this. Big reason why Declan Rice did not come to Manchester City. He didn't want.
Because you lot didn't want to pay the money. That's what happened.
Well,
Rightfully so, actually. Smart
one,
move by you lot.
he
Smart
wasn't
move.
worth it. Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wasn't
That's why I
worth
say,
it.
yeah, smart move. He's not £100 million player.
He wasn't worth
Good
it.
luck.
And at the same time, when he was briefed on what it would mean to play over at Manchester City and who he would have to compete with, he didn't want that smoke. You think he wanted to compete with Rodri? Nah, he didn't want that. A
Bobby
lot of
maybe.
players going to Arsenal in particular, many City players have left City, gone to Arsenal. You know why? Because they're guaranteed minutes. They don't got to worry about. They don't have to worry about Pep doing the Pep roulette. They don't have to worry about Pep being like, "Hey, sorry, you're not going to start today because tactically I'm going to be going this way." Nah, they don't want that. They want to know week after week. Saka, right wing, he's playing week after week. 6, 8. Rice, you're playing, no question.
Well, Saka ain't gonna have to worry about because we got Doku out there. But I hear your overall point. There is competition for places, and Pep likes to tinker, so I get it.
You taking shots at my Doku when you just released Anthony. You talking about my Doku when you got Mason Mount over there.
So why are you telling me my girl ugly and your girl ugly as well? They both ugly.
No.
Ugly girls.
You're trying to. Listen,
they're two ugly. They're two
you're
ugly
trying
girls.
to make my girl with body. No, you're trying to make my girl with body.
No, girl ain't got no body, man. She ain't got no body.
Stop.
She ain't got no body, man. She fat. Yeah, she ain't got no body, man. Stop calling her thick, man. She FAT, man.
She
is
curvy.
Foxtrot.
Stop it.
She is Foxtrot Alpha. What's the T for the X?
Disrespect. No, but listen.
Why is the T again?
Stop throwing. Stop disrespecting Doku. All right, and the man's injured. He's not even able to play right now.
Of course, and he won't play anyway. But going back to your overall point, he play anyway because his cheeks. Same way Anthony is cheeks. That's why Doku don't play for you like Anthony's at Betis. That's why.
One player went on loan away from United, which clearly aren't as good as City, and another player is remaining at City to play. So let's stop with the putting them both in the same category.
Loosely.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't putting them in the same category in regards to. I'm just saying they're both not good enough. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well,
that's what it is.
One's really bad.
You can say I am not disputing that, but Doku is still terrible. What are we talking about? I could be in League 2.
I think Doku probably doubled the GA of Anthony. Probably the last 2 seasons.
Anthony got the same GA as me and you the past 2 seasons. That's not hard.
Double. Well, I'm just saying, Doku's double. Don't put him in.
It's hard. It's easy to double 0. What we talking about here? This guy talking about doubling 0. You know,
I just don't want them categorized in the same category.
No, they're both terrible footballers.
No, let's put one in questionable.
There's no questionable. It's just questionable to you.
No, there's questions on Doku. There's certainty on Anthony.
I know I just told you your wife's ugly, man, but she ugly, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I told you your girl's ugly. It's cool, man. You know, we're honest here.
Wild.
He's rubbish. And you know I rate your players, but he's rubbish.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah, you know him to see how long's he been here?
He hasn't even done 2 seasons.
This is his second season now.
This is his second season, and he's been injured. He's been injured for the majority of the season. You need to just chill.
We all got the same GNA as Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I played at the Molyneux. I probably got more GNA at Premier League grounds than him. What are we talking about? Months definitely has. What are we doing?
Am I right to believe? I think it came up on my timeline. I didn't have a time to see whether it was recent or not. But is he already cooking to where he got sent on loan?
Someone said that he played 1 game, he got man of the match.
Wow.
Well, the fan vote. So they said.
Wow.
Cool. Props to him, man. Same way McTominay's in
So that'll raise his value if you guys are going to try and sell him. I don't think you'll recoup your money on him. There's no way you're going to recoup your money.
No way.
Yeah.
No
way.
It's no way. Like you love Doku, man. No way of recouping that. I hear it. How much was Doku? I'm talking about Belieber and that.
I think Doku was 47. I think Doku was 47.
47. And see, you don't get spoken about.
Why would it get spoken about? He actually plays, unlike Mason Mount, unlike Anthony, unlike
Mason Mount, another scrub. You just say the scrub squad. Scrub. Next thing you're gonna say Ryan and be like, yeah, scrubs, man. We know they all scrubs. Ryan,
don't do that to
Doku.
Ryan.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ryan. That's why. Yeah, you're such a big fan of him. That's why you've invited him on your channel so many times. Yeah.
No, I mean I don't quite do the link ups that way, but
yeah, sure. Well, you've invited other people onto your channel, correct?
Don't do that to them.
What you mean? Don't do that. Let's talk facts. Have other people not been on your channel? Am I wrong in saying that? Make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV. Links in the title.
Yes, but I to be all honesty, I rarely have Liverpool fans because I can't really get along with them. I can't really get along with them.
Sure.
So
Hey, Ryan, hold that, man. Hold that.
that
So
might
you don't
change in
like
the
you.
future. It might change in
Yeah,
the
sure.
future.
And I
No,
expect to see Ryan top of the list. Then.
it's only because of his team affiliation. Not Ryan's a good guy. I like how he speaks on football. I like his take.
Of course. Yeah, of course. You know
I
what I'm
do.
saying? You would. You would.
I think he's
Like
very
Ryan's
entertaining.
takes, rates Doku. There's a common theme here, but go on, carry on. I let the chat figure it out.
Listen,
There is a common theme. Like Ryan's takes,
game.
think Doku's a good player. Yeah, man. Think Arsenal.
And now when I say I like your show and I like you, then what are we doing here?
But that's
what are we doing here, Flawless? What are we doing? You can't play that game. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now let's talk about this Arsenal. Let's talk about this Arsenal while he tries to recoup from that gut punch. Now, this whole Arsenal game, man, frustrated the heck out of me because it wasn't a 5-1. It wasn't a 5-1, but that's what they were able to do.
Yeah, it was like a 7 or 8.
Wow.
If Havertz backs that channel. Yeah, sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Havertz is so bad. So bad. And honestly, if they scored that early, I think they close shop. I think it's one of those where Arteta's like, I'm gonna defend the rest of this game because we just got gifted 2 goals early. We don't got to do anything else. But the 5-1, and when we talk about this whole stay humble, right? And I gotta address it.
They'll talk about
Arsenal
it. I've
fans,
been waiting for this.
I need to speak to you guys. Just like when Rodri and Bernardo Silva told you about the winner's mentality, when they told you about you guys just defending to try and keep your 1-point lead going for the rest of the season, on how they tried to challenge you on that, and you didn't understand it, you also don't understand what Haaland was saying at the end of that Etihad game. You don't understand what he was saying. Be humble, with regards to what the season means, not the game. He wasn't talking about be humble with regards to the game. He was saying, listen, be humble. You haven't done anything yet. Like the way you're acting up, the way you're getting in our faces, the way you're trying to say like you got the crown or you're on the throne, like you're moving. Be humble. Get the trophy first. Then act this way. They've remixed. They spun this whole stay humble and tried to make it be something else. They're playing Kendrick in the stadium in the Emirates. No, I don't mind it either. But they still don't understand. They won't understand what he meant because, like I said earlier, for them they won 5-1. We did it. We did it. No, he's talking about listen.
Yeah.
Go out, dunk on us by winning this league. And how you're carrying on, how you're getting all bossy, how you're trying to get in my face, that's when to do it. But now's the time to stay calm, be humble. Wait until you do that. Now, like I said, you're moving like Spurs fans. You're looking like how I used to do back in the day when I was able to dunk on United. You're moving like me over here. I hadn't won anything yet. You're moving like when we were able to do the 6-1, but we hadn't won anything yet. It means nothing. Go out and win. And I don't just mean win that FA that happens to be the Arsenal trophy, okay? I mean go out and win. That's how you're going to truly disrespect us. That's how you're going to throw it in all of our faces. But listen, let me get this off the background. The whole thing with regards to Arsenal now, Arsenal have to go out and do what they're talking about. They have to go out and actually be like, we winning this.
But we know they don't win in this. You know they're not winning this. I know they're not winning this.
I don't know. Look, Arsenal with Arteta, Arsenal with the Cronkies, and how the Cronkies have invested in Arteta. No, I said it. What are you dropping over there? What'd you do?
No, that was just penny for my thoughts. That's what that was. That was the penny drop.
Y'all still got pennies out in the UK?
The penny, yeah, we still have pennies. Yeah, it was actually Vaseline, but I thought, I just dropped the joke. But
okay.
We got literally have an Arsenal counter because they've not won going on 5 years, and they ain't gonna win anything next year, so we might as well make it 6. They ain't winning in 2025 or 2026.
Flawless. If Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, the Cronkies were able to win 5-1 versus Pep, Manchester City.
Okay.
They were able to do this. This is the momentum builder. This is sometimes this is the validator. This is like, you know what?
Are they beating Newcastle tomorrow?
Based off of what I saw on Sunday, yes.
So they're going through then, yeah?
They put 5 on.
Okay.
They put 5 on 4-peat winners. Flawless. No, we're not going to dismiss this. We're not going to downplay it. They put 5 on 4-peat winners.
They were phenomenal in the game against you. I am not disputing that. Phenomenal in the game against you.
They're dunking on Newcastle. They're handling
more
business.
Than 5. Okay, they're 2-0 down to Newcastle, right?
They're 2-0 down. Yes.
Yeah, and it's at St. James's Park, right?
Yes, I know that.
So they're winning the game. What scoreline?
They're winning the game. They're winning that game 3-1 penalty.
They're winning the game. What? Sorry, say again. Say that again.
They're winning the game 3-1 penalty.
Oh, 3-1. Okay. All right. So if they win the game 3-1, that means they'll go out.
What's with all the dramatics getting all close to the camera?
Because they'll go out if the game's 3-1. Because they're 2-0 down.
They're 2-0 down.
Yes. So if that means they'll have 3 goals and Newcastle would have 4.
3.
Oh, 3. Yeah.
No, 3-3. And I said on penalties.
Oh, penalties. So they're winning 3-1. They're winning 3-1.
They're winning the game 3-1 to be like, listen, stamping the authority. 3 goals at Newcastle. Because again, the reason why is because they were never able to put 5 past Manchester City. They were never able to kind of play that way.
Momentum builder. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna write this down 1 second because we're gonna go through the Arsenal fixtures because mentality. So they're beating Newcastle 3-1. They then play Leicester away. Comfortable victory, right?
If they I gotta say this. If they don't take the win off of 4-peat winners and don't do something with it, there's something wrong. They should be winning versus Newcastle because honestly,
so is this just because they have Arteta? Because other teams have beat you and not kicked on.
Other teams haven't. I mean, recently this type of city, no one's put 5. I mean, I know Spurs put 4 on us, but Spurs always seem to score against us. 5-1.
Yes, Spurs battered you lot.
Yeah, 5-1
in very impressive fashion at your ground.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, but that's different. This is Arteta. 5 years.
Oh, because it's Arteta.
5 years. Arteta. I'm not disrespecting Arteta. Second highest paid manager in the world. Let's not do all this. The Cronkies know.
Okay.
Know what they're doing.
Where's the disrespect to Arteta?
No, it's not the disrespect, but I'm just kind of put things in perspective. This is the second highest paid manager in the world. These are the Cronkies.
Is he the second best manager in the world, in your opinion?
No, but I believe he's probably the manager with the most potential.
Okay.
Hence why when does
the potential kick in? When does the trophies come in?
It's kicked in now. They put 5 past me, man.
No, that's not like you said. No, that's a trophy for them in terms of the battle.
Yeah, but that's how it kicks on. You're asking when does it kick on?
Like, no, I said when does the trophies come in? That's why. So they win in the trophy. They win in the league this year, in your opinion.
You know what's funny? They have to win the league for many reasons.
No. Forget if they have to. I'm asking your opinion. Are Arsenal Football Club winning the Premier League 2024/25?
I have to say that they should win it. I have to say that if they play,
all that.
Well, let me say
my bank account shouldn't be a minus, and guess what? It probably is. We ain't saying about what should be doing.
Well, you're a generous man. You help out your family. That's what happens.
Yeah,
Listen, when it comes down to what happens moving forward, if Mikel Arteta,
it's beautiful, A. Solomon, man. It's beautiful. Big up A. Solomon. Says, first time I'm hearing about managers having potential. Got to give it to Veta new levels of fire. Told you, man. There ain't no gas like when it comes.
Nah, that ain't right, Solomon. Look at Amorim.
Turn over the book.
Nah. Stop it.
No, Amorim's actually done stuff of note.
No, he has. But do you not think that what he's done of note doesn't necessarily dictate that he would be successful at United? He's brought in on potential, right? For what he can do.
Not solely potential.
Not solely. No, not solely.
Whereas Arteta is all potential because he's done nothing of note. That's the huge difference. He's done nothing of note. Trophy-wise.
His LinkedIn, Wallace, his LinkedIn is amazing. You looked at his LinkedIn.
It stinks.
His LinkedIn is amazing. What? He works under Pep.
We care about honors. So you still not answered the question. We're not bypassing this. I asked winning the Premier League.
You've been asking me different questions along with the question.
I asked no, because you tried to gaslight me out of it. I asked winning the Premier League. That's all I want to know. I asked winning the Prem. They've done amazing against top 4. Yeah, go on. You say this. You gaslight some more, and we'll get to the answer.
Here we go with the gaslight. No, I'm going to say this, and if you haven't hit that like button, do so. We shouldn't remind you. Once you see Flawless catch a laugh, or you see me catch a laugh, hit the like button, because honestly, this man's a comedian. I try my best as well. If you catch the man laughing, it's worth something. Hit that like button.
I don't know who you trying to sell this fool's gold, to Arsenal fans. It's crazy. Certified trash. His LinkedIn is trash.
No, certified, that ain't right.
And it says one FA Cup. One FA Cup, 800 million.
Worked where with who for how long?
We don't care about work experience. We don't care about work experience.
That's what LinkedIn is. That's what LinkedIn is.
But we don't care about that. We are looking for certified managers, not potential. LinkedIn is trash. You know what I'm saying? Is that, you know what his CV includes, is being top of the league for 93% of the time and bottling it. That's what it means. But enough of that. You don't have him winning the league. Neither do I. Neither do most Arsenal fans, to be honest. There's very, very few. Shout out to Tony. He still thinks they got a chance, but that's it.
See, but when you see performances like this on Sunday, Flawless, be real. If they were able to bottle that performance, right? If Arteta is able to replicate that versus the lesser teams, get it. He may not be able to do that always against the stronger teams, but if he's able to do that against the lesser teams, and I haven't looked at their fixture list, if he's able to do that versus Newcastle, I know that's a cup run, it's not the league play. But with regards to the league, listen, I would have concerns of this Arsenal playing like that for the rest of the season. And they could win the league.
Know that.
Would they? Will they? They got to overcome so many points. I think it's 6 and a game in hand, so essentially it's 9 points.
Yeah, it could be 6.
That's the thing that's holding me back from saying that they would win.
It could be 1 point exactly holding you.
If they were even on points, Flawless. If they were even on points, I'd say they.
Which they won't be. They ain't getting even on points for the rest of the season. That's the funniest shit, though. And even if you gave him a head start, as you lot did, I gave him a head start for 93% of the race. You lot gave him a head start, 93, and they weren't even the best Manchester City side we've seen, and you lot still caught them.
No, that's not true. That was our trouble. You
lot still caught them.
Yeah, but that was our trouble.
Even though it won the treble, really in terms of accolades, you telling me that's the best City side you've seen? Forget accolades. That's the best. I don't think that's the best City side. I don't think it was a bad side, but I don't think it was the best City side.
Can I say this? Can I say this to everyone kind of geeking out with your animes and stuff? I think that when we are in our peak form, Super Saiyan, glowing, we obviously reached that quote unquote late in the season.
Cool.
So if I want to compare late in the season form to all the other Manchester Cities in terms of reaching their peak, I'm taking that one. So you think
that's the best City side on the Pep was the treble?
The way we call that team defensively attack. If we could have taken, man, it was crazy.
I don't think it was. But
I think that team beats the Centurion season. Like team beats that team. I think that team beats that team.
It's an interesting conversation. I'm gonna have to ask some other City fans like what they think the best team is under Pep. It's interesting. Super interesting.
I think they'll say the Centurions, but
we know Arsenal, like I said, great win, thoroughly deserved win. Love everything they did. I love the trolling from Skelly. I love the trolling from Gabriel. I love the trolling from the Arsenal fans at the end, AFTV, all that, because we need more of that in the game. That even nothing to do with my dislike of your mob, because I dislike them too, but we need more of that in the game. 100%. Everyone's too friendly. I like the rivalry side of things. I like the fact that Skelly did Haaland's celebration, because when you lot play them next year, Haaland get your get back. That's what I want to see.
You think he was mocking Haaland instead of you think that was a mocking thing and not like, yo, you're the best striker in the world. I'm doing the best striker in the world celebration.
You can try and spin it all. No,
I'm asking a question, Flawless.
It's a very, very bad question. You know the answer to. No.
Oh my gosh, it's a bad.
How do you think Haaland? You know what? If we ask Haaland now, what do you think Haaland would say?
When Isak's doing this, is he mocking Foden or is he?
That's not Foden celebration. He's not synonymous with that.
Yeah,
the gun fingers is not synonymous with that. We don't think of that and think of him. You think Isak's like, let me mimic Philip Foden.
No, but we hadn't been seeing it. Foden brought it, and now
I think Isak's been doing it. I think Isak's done that.
Nope.
But my point is, people have done gun fingers before.
But the way he's done it.
Maybe. All right. Maybe he is. Yeah. If you want to believe Isak is paying homage to Foden, fair dude. But to answer your
tagline, I'm just asking the question.
Yeah. To answer your question, No, I don't think that.
It was a mocking
Skelly,
thing. It wasn't
it's
like
definitely mocking because he held the
okay,
post for a long time. He was letting it be
yeah,
known, in particular after what Haaland said to him in the previous game, where we said
yeah,
who are you, which I
yeah. Like
like. I'm all for it.
who am
I,
I? I'm the
yeah,
guy that led the
I don't
celebration.
have no horse in the race. I dislike both teams a hell of a lot. Like this is well known. I can't stand Manchester City or
Oh
Arsenal.
no, no,
However,
okay, no,
I
no,
like
no,
that.
no, no. Hold on. Let me ask you
Mm,
this, and
mm.
be honest with me. Who do you hate the most online?
Oh, Arsenal. That's without doubt.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know what? This this online presence that Arsenal have,
Yeah, it makes it worse.
this is why they're unbearable. This is why their ownership can play them though.
Facts.
This is why they get played in terms of what matters to them, how they react. This, like you can tease them with this and that, and they're satisfied. You give them just a little bit of hope in this transfer window. They were all kind of like chill.
Oh,
You
mhm.
take away the transfer window, no signings. Yeah, they'll blow up for a little bit, but you know what they got to look at? 5-1. Let's talk. Let's keep bragging about the
Yeah, man.
5-1. You know what I
Hella
mean?
merch out and that. I hear it. The ownership play. You
Yeah.
just said that the ownership playing them, but this is the same ownership that wants the best for them. I hear you, man. That's what's best for the
Well,
football club.
they can play the
I hear it.
listen. They can play them and also know what's best for them as well.
Best for them, hey,
So,
because it's worked out so far. Arsenal been super successful in terms of trophies. John Stones is difficult. All of us don't take losing well. It's hard to put into words straight after a game like that. Pride's hurt. Sorry to the fans that traveled to come and watch that. How we played in the last 30 minutes, it was not acceptable. Pep said, I only regret the last 20 to 25 minutes. We forgot to do what we should do. What we've done for 60, 65, 70 minutes. It's a difficult game starting like that in the stadium against that team in the first minutes, and it's happened many times this season. But after 10, 15 minutes, we took the game, played really, really good at 1-1, good momentum with passes to make. Transitions with Mamouche, and then deflection, third goal. After we didn't continue what we do in terms of defensively and being a little patient when you play the way they can run, and at 3-1 they're more comfortable and it's more difficult. I regret the last 15 to 20 minutes. The rest, a really good game from our side. It's difficult when you see the result, but this is my feeling. Pep goes on to say we're giving away too many things. We're aware of this. We talk, and this can happen. But we reacted really well, and we played with personality. We defended so good, and with the ball, we were quite a threat. Thoughts on
mm.
John Stones and Pep's comments? Yeah, Pep looked like he was,
Oh,
stressed.
Pep's pissed.
Of
Pep's pissed,
course.
but
Looked like he was crying.
I like this because I mean to say that the bad times within his career have really been minimized, or when they were bad they weren't like this, but this is what happens when you remain somewhere longer than you've ever been. This is what happens when you're actually part of because this is actually a true rebuild. So you're going to have difficult times like this, but it doesn't it doesn't negate obviously anything he's done in the past, but it does mean that he's going to have to fight to get back to the winning ways, because people only remember what you've done lately. So
Facts.
I'm really thankful because he is not. This is a funny thing, the silver lining. Pep is not going to let this be the last memory of him. Pep's not going out a loser.
Oh
So
yeah, no, I'm
and
there for that
the
story.
crazy thing is, and it's so unfortunate the difficulties he's having in his personal life. But if he doesn't win in the next 2 years, I truly believe he's extending until he wins. Even if it means I'm gonna extend for 2 years. I win that year, and I'm out. But he's not going out a loser. All right, he's not going out with that over him. And we didn't really speak about this,
Talk
but
about
the fact that you have Erling Haaland that's gonna remain here for 9.5 years, you
mhm.
know, Chelsea death row contract, is that he's going to be there for other players to know, oh, I can be a part of this, or a creative player that's going to want some success, or not is not going to want to carry the heavy burden. They know that they're going to have Holland to kind of to work with. So I'm excited with that. Now, the quotes, John Stones is absolutely right, but John Stones, I've had issues with him because John Stones hasn't been healthy. John Stones is a player that has tremendous quality. Was a player that delivered 2 seasons ago, but last year, off and on. This year, off and on. And it drives me crazy. No disrespect to all of you in the UK, but I don't care whether they play internationally for you guys. I really don't.
Oh, I'm
And I
with you on
see
that.
John
I don't
Stones.
care if my players do. I hear you with that.
Yeah,
I
and
don't.
I see John Stones not available for us playing internationally, getting hurt, and coming back and not able to play for us. It drives me crazy. I don't know what it is with you English defenders, Reese, Luke Shaw, Stones. Like, I don't know what the heck's going on over there. But these guys got to fix up. Pep spoke accurately. And I said it. I was like, it was the last 20 minutes that destroyed what the game actually was. The last 20 minutes made it a 5-1. And it was like, and I talked about us not being able to run. I talked about how we weren't tracking. The players got to have accountability. I'm going to look at what we play next. Yeah. All right.
Are you hating on Sunshine? What happened? I'm saying she didn't pass the ball to Pi. I'm saying,
not. You know what? I don't really have an issue with Sunshine.
She didn't bring the corpse of Gundo back. Don't do that. She didn't play Bernardo Silva in competition.
Were those smiley faces? What kind of emojis were those?
She was even being nice. That kiss emojis. You know what I'm saying? She's showing love.
Yeah, she's showing that to you.
This whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Because you're you, but as we were, come on. I'm nice, you're not. That's why. Be a better person. Maybe you'll get some kisses in the chat.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, 1 second.
No stress, I'm a businessman. Make sure you lot subscribe to Fire Games TV. Man, wear a hat that reminds me of an Empire at cricket match. I feel like you're going to tell me if the ball is hit for 6 or gone wide. No stress, Vader. Big up, man, CP. You already know, man, bucket hat, gang. That award is, because I thought the Spurs-Liverpool games today. And even today is Thursday, isn't it? So, you know, we moved. I'm getting my days mixed up because I was thinking the Champions League midweek. Normally it's like Tuesday, Wednesday. But I see it was Wednesday, Thursday. So, yeah, here we are. Yeah, I love nothing but I love Sunshine. He's like hating. You know what I'm saying? He's hating. Exactly. He's him. Talking about, she definitely said that to you. Do better and be a better person. Some of you lot asked some questions about United as well, so I'll get to also. Warrior J, no worries. He says, my bad if you answered this, but if Amorim continues this poor form for the second half of the season, does it concern you? Absolutely it does. Absolutely it does. This poor form can't continue. Whether you utilize the youth or not, you brought no players in. We can't be losing 5 games at home out of 7. That's unacceptable. The form in particular in the league is unacceptable. Cups, you've done well. So definitely it would concern me, especially if he continues to make the same mistakes. Are you learning? Like, for instance, the 2 defensive fullbacks. I don't want to see that anymore, unless it's certain games. We go away to Chelsea, I'll just use Chelsea as an example, and he plays 2 defensive fullbacks. We're away at Liverpool. I get that. Say Maz and Dalot. But against everyone else, Dorgu and Ahmad, Dorgu and Garnacho, Dorgu and an attacking wing back from the youth. Like, I'm just using that as an example. Maino in the 10, Ericsson in the 10. Those type of things. Like, so definitely, like, yeah, the poor form continues. It concerns me regardless of those things, but it would concern me more if he continues to do the same things. That's what it is. TJ says, question, do you both think, and I'll ask Veta this as well, but I think TJ's gone, but do you both think your manager could make better tactical decisions to apply to the players? Absolutely. And that ties into what I just said in regards to playing players in position. Like playing Maino in the 10. Like playing attacking wing backs. I hope it's Dorgu, Ahmad, Ericsson, Maino. Just using them as an example as the 2 wing backs in the 10. I'm fully with that. So Cuddy, absolutely. Big up to Sanko, who says, big up Flawless. I want to see 50K by the end of the year. It's possible with how hard you work, brother. That is supremely optimistic, but I appreciate the kind words, Sanko, for real. If we can get to 20K by the end of the year, I'm just blessed to be in the situation I'm in. So I appreciate the kind words from yourself. And when people drop messages like this, it means a hell of a lot because you lot appreciate it. So thank you. You know what I'm saying? And we're just going to keep working. That's all it is, man. We're just going to continue to put out content all of the time, people. We're going to get there. Vaya will be back shortly. Don't worry about that, people. He's a pops. He's just handling business. Saeed Raid, every single time. Big up, man. Big up every single time. Big up. I told you Amorim was not good enough, says Destroyer, weeks ago. And you laughed at me. You weren't saying this after Liverpool. You weren't saying this after Arsenal. You were in the chat saying this. So let's not do results-based analysis. Because when he wins, you're not saying this. You weren't saying this after Southampton. And we were woeful that game. And this is where my issue lies, is these conversations happen every time we lose. But when we win, even if the performance is poor, you weren't saying this after any of the Europa League games. We weren't in the chat talking about this. No, you weren't. Nah, you was not in my chat. You might have been saying it elsewhere to Destroyer. You might have been saying, you was not in my chat saying it. Live chat replays there. So I can't comment for who you was talking to. Because after the Liverpool game, you was not in my chat talking about, oh, he's not good enough. And it was, no, because we had good performances and good results. Arsenal, Liverpool, prime example. Everton weren't saying this. Let's not do this. You was not here saying that. And after our next win, if it's whenever it is, it's a good performance, you won't be here saying this. Too much results-based analysis. Even though I told you so moments, it's the same energy, or it's the same energy. Man weren't here saying this. Live chat replays there. Destroyer's name is not there. His name's not in the chat. And we cool. Like, you see him in the chat supporting Moso and back again all the time. Go check live chat replay. I have a very good memory when it comes to these things. Just because I might not say someone's name or bring their comment up on the screen, I remember these things, as you lot know. This is why I've had people on the channel, or when me and Ahmed was going, not Ahmed, the Bridge Nation Ahmed, the Ahmed was going back and forth on Monday about the Bournemouth United thing. Notice we ain't seen him since. Notice that. Like, what are we doing here? It's already tipped off though, hasn't it? But I'll check it out, Will. Yeah, go check it. You was not here talking about Amorim's not the guy. You was not saying that. Arsenal, definitely not saying that. Absolutely not. I'm saying, Amorim's hilarious, by the way, yo. That's funny. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. I laughed on back again. Amorim my guy, but that's funny. And big up to Saeed for the raid. Let me stop right here. Big up to Saeed for the raid. Make sure you run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Again, I remember there was no negative comments. After Liverpool and Arsenal away, there was no negative comments. And those games were back-to-back as well, if I remember correctly. Let me double-check that. Make sure I've got my actual dates right. But I believe they was back-to-back. Hold up. 1 second. I'm going to go have a look. Everton at home, man, weren't saying that when we won 4-0. FCSB, which was just Thursday, the 30th of January, man weren't saying that. Because we beat Fulham. Man weren't saying that. Palace Southampton game, which is one of Amorim's worst games as a manager. I think that's one of his worst games. Man weren't saying that. Let me just have a look here. City away, man weren't saying that. I weren't saying that after City away on the 15th. Let me double check. Yeah, so the 5th of January we beat Liverpool. Well, we drew with Liverpool. 12th of January we knocked out Arsenal, and then we beat Southampton 3-1. So from the 5th of January to the 16th, which is 11 days, go and check back my shows I did in those 11 days, people. And you can count the negative comments on one hand. Now look at the negative comments. And I'm not even saying man are wrong. Hold Amorim accountable. He deserves the criticism. He 110% deserves the criticism, without doubt. Hey, love Saeed, my bro, every single time, man. Smash the likes, come and subscribe if you're new. I appreciate it. But that's not what we're doing. Go and check that 11 days. Man weren't saying all the things they're saying now. This Joker was, because he's him. But other than him, there wasn't others. You know what I'm saying? What you screwing your face up at? Go on. What are you screwing your face up at?
Wait, what do you mean? This guy. What's all this guy?
To you. So what I'm talking about is I'm tired of so much results-based analysis with the manager, with Amorim. That's the point I'm getting at. In regards to we lose and everything's terrible, and we win and everything's great.
You know what's the problem?
And I'm saying it to the chat. After we played Arsenal and Liverpool, there was no negative comments around Amorim in my chat. After we played Southampton and won the game, there was no. Bear in mind, I keep stating this. Not only do I think it was one of our worst performances, I think it was Amorim's worst.
What are we doing, Flawless? Why would you expect negativity after good performances versus stronger teams?
It's not about negative. No, that's the wrong word. It's not about negativity. It's about balance. Because if it's this bad and nothing works, it shouldn't work against them. But people won't join the chat and say, "Hey, I was wrong on this." Because if we would have got packed in, let's say we would have, imagine the comments, if we would have got packed in 4-0 by Liverpool and then Arsenal would have battered us 5-1 like they battered you lot. People will be here saying, "See, I told you, but when it works, you quiet." That's what I don't like. Don't be quiet when it works. Come here and say you're wrong. Come here, don't hit me with the I told you so's. Come here and say, because when we went on that 11-day period with the 2 wins and defeats, you were in the chat saying that. I'm not like other channels. I hold people accountable for what they say because they hold me accountable.
Flawless,
Basically, what I'm saying is, and I mess with everyone in the chat. If you're like bring logic, balance, and to back things up. Because if we go and beat Leicester and we beat Spurs, you ain't gonna hear nothing. And here's what annoys me even more, Vayo.
Yeah.
Even if the performances are bad. So if we beat Leicester 2-0, but the performance is woeful, you won't hear no negativity about the performance, which in my eyes is wrong. Because after Southampton, I was fuming. Bear in mind, we won the game. No negative comments.
That's crazy.
I'm still seething thinking about it now.
No. Listen, I understand some criticism. I understand pointing out areas to improve. But no, after a win, it should be all like, yeah, okay, good vibes, good, no negativity,
no. It's not about no. It's not about negativity. It's about balance.
No, you're not gonna get balance after a win.
See, and that's the problem. Control your emotions. How come I can give balance after a win?
But
how come you can, as much as you are a gaslighter and wind people up, you can give balance after a win?
You're gaslighting the chat by telling them that I'm a gaslighter.
But you can give balance after a win.
Yeah.
The same way you can give balance after a loss. I'm
always balanced.
You are supremely balanced. That's why you're here, because you're supremely balanced.
Now, if you take a shot at my club, then yeah, I gotta respond.
No, you fight. No, you fire back. Of course, that's also right. Without doubt, you rep your set, you rep your flag. And big up to Samurai for being a member of the channel. I just don't like that. I just don't like that I told you so after a loss. But then when it goes well, you're silent for 11 days. When it's 2 wins and a draw after 11 days, 2 games we were supposed to get battered, and you're silent. And then the next time we lose, you're here saying, "See, I told you so." This time, the third.
Okay. All right. I get the context now in terms of you overly criticize, but you remain silent after a win. But as soon as a loss happens, then you're off mute. Like if you celebrate during the wins, like you congratulate, you like, okay, manager got it right, players did da. Okay, after a win, cool. If you're only piping up after losses, being like, hey, I told you guys this, then yeah, I
and
agree.
What annoys me more, though, Vader, it's nothing to do with performance.
No, I get it.
The analysis it's solely if we played the exact same and would have beat Palace, there would be no I told you so. Even though I think it was not a good performance, it was average.
Can I point something out?
Yeah, and to prove my point, 1 second before you get to this, and this is a point I've made. You said stop capping. I've been Amorim out after the first 3 games and told you on Lee's show as well. I've never been pro him. I've always had the opinion. What did I say right at the start of the show, people? What did I say right after the show? I mean, right at the start of the show. People who are Amorim out now were never Amorim in to begin with. So he was never going to get a fair shot. Case in point.
Okay, hold on.
Before you go, so there's no capping. Case in point. I said this before you landed Destroyer. I said this on Rance's show. I said this on Man United before you go. People who are Amorim out right now were never him to begin with. And he's telling you here, I've never been pro him.
But no, he's saying after 3 games. He saw something after 3 games. No. Flawless.
Would you? Okay, let me ask you a question. Would you ever be manager out after 3 games?
You know me. I'm not a manager out guy.
You would never be you. So that right then, exactly. Come on.
Not after 3 games. Not after 3 games.
Would you ever be a player out after 3 games?
No.
Okay, I'm just asking.
No. Yeah,
but I'm just saying that proves my point. It's not about capping.
But Destroyer, he is consistent saying he saw 3 games and then he must.
No, I have no issue with that. It's just more so, man. He's quiet. I don't see him.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. Now this
man's gonna go check because man's gonna go check my the match the
absolutely go back, check those videos. If you didn't like it when you first watched it, hit the like button, but also hold this guy accountable. Don't let him slip away. Don't let him try to say one thing back in the day and say something now. But this is what I'm going to get at, Flawless, and everybody in the chat, all you other United content creators. Ooh, this is such a good time because you know consistency, not being a hypocrite, having the same energy. For some of the things that Ten Hag was criticized for, he came to United. He was to play his style of football, but he reverted to get results, and the fan base crashed it on him, saying, if why would you come to United and not play your brand? You were hired to do your brand. But the players that surrounded him, the players that he was given, he wasn't able to do it. But he was like, you know what? I'm not going to let this be a sinking ship. This is still United. This is still United. This is still mighty United. I'm going to deliver some trophies as crap as these players are, as much as I can't do my system.
Talking about here?
Ten Hag.
Go on. Carry on.
Ten Hag has his brand of football, was not able to do it, but he was like, I'm not letting United go trophyless. I'm not going to let the mighty United, yes, this is the banter era, but I'm not going to let their banter era be trophyless. Now, because he got crashed on the fans, like, no, you play your brand. You were brought here to play your brand of football. All right? Now, funny enough, we got Amorim. We got Amorim here, who's trying to play his brand of football, not getting the results, and the fan base are losing their minds as well. The fan base that were on Ten Hag for changing his philosophy, you need to show Amorim the patience for him to have his philosophy. Don't go switching it up. Don't have different energy. Don't be hypocrites. Don't be flipping the script. What you were holding Ten Hag to, you got to hold Amorim to. So I'm comfortably, me, fly on the wall, chilling, kicking it, watching, being like, oh, I remember you crashing in on Ten Hag. You're showing patience. Okay. This is prime entertainment. This is absolutely brilliant. And you know who else I'm doing this to, Flawless? It's not just United fans. Chelsea fans are all hemmed up. Chelsea fans are in a straitjacket, right? They don't know what to do. They're going crazy because the way they were talking about Poch, things that he was saying in the media, saying one thing, doing something else, promising something, doing. If they don't have that same energy for Maresca, Psycho Ward, they're going to go insane because they're caught in two bodies, they're caught in two minds. Have that same energy, and sometimes you just need to be quiet. Sometimes don't say anything. But what they held Poch to, watch them squirm their way out of not holding Maresca to it. It's absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I want to say this season, highly entertaining across the board.
You're talking about
content creating, but then consistency, because you know what we're in. This is the funny thing.
Well,
realistically, it's not my season to win the Prem. All right, like the point gaps between me and Liverpool, too much. Game in hand, all that stuff. They'd have to crumble. They'd have to trip, fall, not just slip. All right, not just slip. They'd have to trip and fall and tumble. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. But it does bring us some interesting conversations. Stuff that we kind of brought up at the end of the show. We did a little teaser in terms of things that we want to talk about. If Slot, same team as last year, performing to win all trophies, managing these players with less injuries, if Slot does what he does, he is going to truly put the microscope and have us properly look at Klopp for under-delivering.
You crashing on Klopp? Yeah, he under-delivered. 2 years. No, he under-delivered. 100% Klopp under-delivered. Doesn't mean he wasn't a success. Doesn't mean he wasn't a great manager, but he under-delivered at Liverpool. He should have won more.
So he under-delivered. He can still be considered a success.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Now, the funny thing is, Slot's going to be considered a success in his first year. Slot's going to be considered a success already doing what Klopp was only able to do in his 7 years or 8 years here. And the funny thing is, I'm looking, and you laugh, you kind of like, Vader, you're doing too much. But honestly, the last 2 years of Klopp, that exposed why he was tired. That exposed why he was ready to call it quits. Because he ran out of ideas. He finished behind Mikel Arteta, the manager that you said is a bum. He's not going to win anything. He finished behind him. So Slot is putting a huge microscope over Klopp, and he's also reminding, and I think FSG are absolutely FSG. Listen, they say there's many ways to skin a cat. There's many ways to build a house. FSG are showing us that it's not always about what Flawless is always talking about. Show me intent. Show me your spending intent. FSG are showing.
Because there's no team who have had
Stop.
There's no team that's had no.
Why are you stepping on it? Why are you stepping on it?
Because it's rubbish. That's why I'm stepping on it. There's no team that's had long-term success without spending. Not one.
Okay, we will. I don't want to talk about long-term success.
Oh, now, of course you don't, because
let's not.
Of course you don't.
Because you got to have short-term success before you can have long-term success. So let's talk about just having
the aim should be both if you're a serious club.
Okay, but you got to start with short-term success.
And have they had long-term success? No.
Name me another club other than City in the Prem that have had long-term success.
In what ever, or are you saying in the past however many years?
I'm gonna say recently.
No, that's why all the other clubs are failing, because they should have won more. You just said they should have won more. So
but that's not that just no. Winning more doesn't just mean the Prem.
No,
right?
Also champs. So if they would have won
champs,
more,
domestic trophies.
So if they would have won more, I don't think domestic trophies changes it like that. If you add 2 more FA Cups to Klopp's reign, I don't think it changes it that much. If you add 2 Carabao Cups,
Klopp only won one of everything.
Listen, he won one of everything. But the point I'm making
that's not enough. 7-8 years.
I agree. Yeah. We in agreement of that. The point I'm making is, and we'll get before we move off this, adding 2 FA Cups to his reign does not make that much of a difference. Adding 2 Carabao Cups to his reign doesn't add much of a difference. Now, if you add 1 more Champions League or 1 more Premier League to his reign, that makes significant difference.
Here's where I got to stop you. I disagree, because it's not only just those trophies, it's also how he finishes in the league. It's also him finishing and having to play in Europa 2 seasons ago. It's that level of consistency. I'm not just talking trophy tally, because I'm going to judge a manager beyond that. Yeah, the trophies are great, but how are you finishing? Who's ahead of you? Which managers are performing at their clubs, which don't quite have the same financial backing as yours, don't quite have the same badge, don't have the world-class players like you, and are finishing above you? That's how I'm judging you. So Klopp, oh my gosh. Slot does what he does. Crazy. Another thing is, and I love this paradox that's happening. You know me, Wallace. I run a show, CIA, Intelligent Agendas. I like to take my time on how I craft my agendas. I'm not doing anything just free willy. You know what I mean? I think about it. I dissect it. I take notes, right? If you were to see my office, I got a dry eraser board with things all over it.
And I could imagine.
Looks like a crime scene or not a crime scene, but like an investigation scene where you're writing everything and you're trying to tie things together. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. So many. Go ahead.
I just wanted to get to a couple of things in the chat. Yeah, 3 games. I watched the Portuguese league. I knew he wasn't a good fit. I told you earlier why I wasn't, and you told me it was BS. Now you see it yourself. No, I don't see it myself, because I still think it's BS. I still disagree with you.
Destroyer. Let me talk to you for a second. Destroyer. Just relax.
And before you go, because I'm gonna let you respond to it. Yeah, 3 games. Like I said, giving anyone 3 games means you don't want him before. And you say he's a rookie coach, but rate Slot. Him and Slot been managing at the highest level for the same amount of time. What are we talking about? So how's one a rookie coach and one not, when they've been managing the same amount of time at a top level?
Sorry, one sec.
His in-game management sucks, his lineup sucks, and his system sucks. I never wanted him at United. I didn't gas him up like everyone else did. He's a rookie coach. Disagree with the rookie coach, because you've been managing in a top league for 6 years or 5. 5 years. Sorry, for 5 years. If you want to count before that, 6-7 years. But in regards to it, I disagree his in-game management sucks, because I've seen him make changes in the game. Disagree that his lineup sucks, because I've seen him put out good lineups. And the system I have no issue with whatsoever. Personnel is the problem at times, but again, over the top, results based. This is what I'm talking about.
Destroyer, chill. Destroyer, this is great. Continue with the questions and the comment.
Man, just say anything.
No, Wallace, you're doing too much now.
No, I'm getting to it, because he said, did you see what Slot did with AZ? No one's taking a shot at Slot. Did you see what he did with Braga? Did you see what he did with Sporting? Bear in mind, they're a club who hadn't won something in 20 years. What are we talking about here? And this isn't me saying that the what's it called is, what's the word I'm looking for? The criticism isn't fair. I just don't like the I told you so, because man was not in my track here after them games. Man was nowhere to be seen.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. Man wasn't there because live chat replay is on. Man wasn't there.
Okay, but Destroyer is pointing out that he watched him in the Portuguese league.
Cool.
So
I have no issue with that. So
right.
you was managed. Don't say you gave him 3 games because you was manager out beforehand. Because if he won those 3 games, would you then be manager in?
Oh, he gave him a chance. He's saying he gave him a chance, but after
3 games,
he was like,
what was Pep's first 3 games?
Pep had actually had a tough season. Leicester embarrassed us.
What was Fergie's first 3 games? What was Klopp's first 3 games? Conte's first 3 games.
Yeah, it's true.
Rafa Benitez's first 3 games.
Wallace, I don't agree with the 3 games, but here's where let me talk to Destroyer. Destroyer, you just need to chill a little bit. All right, you got Flawless, you know,
and also he walked into a better team. Nah, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this because
let me talk to you.
Man went here after the Arsenal game. That's what annoys me. There was no "I told you so" after the Arsenal game. But if you would have got packed, he'd be here. Now it's "I told you so." If we beat Leicester, he'll disappear. What are we talking about, man?
Listen, you got Flawless He-Man over here defending Amorim. Just relax.
It's not even defending. No, it's not even defending Amorim. I'm defending me. It's not even Amorim. Curse him out. No issues with that. It's me. I'm defending me here. This is where I'm like this. If man want to talk about Amorim, but even what he said, but when he's made changes and it's worked, I disagree with that.
But Flawless, hold on. You got to agree.
Go on.
His lineup this last game was bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't dispute that.
Okay,
but he didn't say. But did he say that?
No, oh, there's only so many characters you can.
No, shut up, man. Who is this guy? Shut up, man. Shut up. No, you do know there's only so many characters. Like you can't write 2 comments. Like, what are we doing out here?
Oh man, hold on.
Like, he's a rookie manager, but him and Slot have been managing at the highest level for the same amount of time.
No, okay. Amorim has some work to do.
Absolutely.
He's gotta obviously earn the trust of the entire fan base for those that have been questioning him. Mm-hmm. But the thing that's crazy is you can tell that he's trying to figure out, and this should be the season where almost every United fan should be like, okay, go figure it out. What else you gonna do? Right? Mm-hmm. Like it's not a chop and change again. Like let this manager figure it out. Let him get again, he's not embarrassing you guys like Ten Hag was in terms of like ridiculous, never done before in 60, 70 years.
Yeah.
The results are bad, but they're not. Yeah. So give this man some time. But the whispers, Flawless. I mean, you're obviously in the mix. The whispers about I don't think Amorim's that guy. They're getting loud.
That's cool. The doubt I have no issue with. This is why
I got an issue with it because I'm like, give this man some time though.
No, but you're asking for logic, balance, and reasoning from non-logical, non-reasonable, and non-balanced individuals. Because someone said it in the chat. Shout out to Mark. He said, "I'm not Amorim out. I'm Amorim accountable." Hear that? That's where I hear it. I've been saying you need to perform better, but I'm not hearing "I told you souls" and "did dare" and all this when he's had. Okay.
I want to talk about about a paradox too. Let me
it's because he says here, look, mate, he had numerous games with terrible lineups. He's had numerous games with good lineups. I'm not here for "I told you so." You literally said before, and see, this is where you get people. He literally said in comments, "I told you so." He literally said this verbatim, but people just be typing. And Destroyer's my guy. But we have to hold people accountable. Same way we hold Amorim accountable, and I'm held accountable for what I say, so are you. He literally said in a comment, "I'm not here for "I told you so." I said "I told you so."
Crazy.
He has shown nothing for us to inspire or give it. No, he's shown nothing to you. And you can speak to that. And I hear no pushback on that whatsoever. I'll back anyone who walks through the door, unless I think you're awful beforehand, like a Southgate. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
right.
It. The Portuguese Graham Potter, as I took, then I disagree with that too. Same way I disagree with rookie manager because you're praise Slot and they've managed the same amount of time. What are we doing out here? People words mouth. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
What are we talking about? Man literally said, "I'm not here for "and I told you so," but told me "I told you so."
I like the defense. This is good.
Because this is what I have to put up with on a daily basis. That's why.
No. I mean, it's quality. And it's not just,
Amorim, it's managers before this or players before this. So I've had this conversation before just with someone different about something else. That's how I know around here. Like it's been around here. Like when people say stuff. That's what it is.
I hear it.
Mm.
I keep getting hit up on the phone, so I'm gonna have to drop. But I wanna share this with you. And I mean the whole prediction thing, we don't really have to do too much. I play Lorient, FA.
Oh yeah, Leighton Orient.
Yeah, I play.
Actually, before you go, we got one more thing to discuss. One more thing. Hold up. Here it is. Because you did draw Real Madrid, so you must be pleased about that. Because we discussed that.
Yeah.
Over the moon. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Wait. Why are you smiling like that? You think I'm acting?
No. I know you are daft enough to want Real Madrid. I believe in your.
Wait. Hold on. Do you know the state that Real Madrid are in right now?
Yes.
Have you been paying attention to their?
Yeah, I've been watching. They're not in a good place.
They unfortunately haven't been playing the greatest football. I think they got embarrassed by Barcelona not too long ago, right? Some of the results have been very questionable in terms of what they've been able to do. I mean, they are Real Madrid, so they do get the favorable referee calls. But the one thing that's interesting, and I don't wish injury on anybody, but the same way we've been injury plagued this season, so have they. They have some key injuries. Rudiger is out, I think. There's a mad list. There's a mad list.
Yeah. They got injuries.
Yeah. So in terms of two clubs have been fighting it out, are going to face each other, not in the best of form. I do have to say that my club's been. I mean, we talked about it earlier. My club's been making some moves, right? My club made some moves. They went out. They got some additions. We got 2 new center backs. We got a midfielder in terms of Nico Gonzalez. We got Marmouche. And in Feb, won't be in time for Champions League, but we also have Echeverri, who's playing nice for Argentina under 20s. So we've got some legs, we got some runners. Now, how we set up versus Real Madrid, who knows? But I want this battle. You know this, Flawless. I don't want the story to be told about me playing.
I agree with you. That's why when you said, "Oh, you don't believe me," no, I believe you.
Okay,
I believe you're not foolish to want to go fight the big bad.
Now you throw in the foolish. I'm not foolish.
I think you are. It is foolish.
To
want the toughest opponent, I think is foolish.
No, but the tougher opponent is in a bad place right now. They're not as healthy as Bayern.
They're better than you, and stylistically are all wrong for you. Styles make much. Stylistically, they are horrible for you.
Flawless, but you know what it is? Long term, this is what I need. Hear me out. Not the bigger fish to fry, but silver lining. Let me point this out. However I set up, result or not, versus Real Madrid, that is going to show me exactly what I need to do in the summer. There's no guesswork. There's no, this type of profile, because unlike you others in the Prem, I do see Real Madrid as a threat, as a rival with regards to Champions League.
Because they are rivals to you in the Champions League.
Yeah, but
I've won 3. What is it?
But I'm the only one concerned with that.
Yeah, you know and you lot won the last 4 between you two. Is it 3 or 4? The last non-winners was 2019. So you won the last 3.
Yeah, the last 3.
Okay. The last 3. All right. Yeah.
So I've accepted that to win, you've got to beat them. And if with us playing them, Mbappe, Vinicius, we need to see how we cope with that speed. And if we don't cope with that speed, we'll know exactly who we need to go into the market and get. You know what I saw? Real Madrid, funny enough, they were all talking about, they like to get players to wind down their contracts, get them on a free. You know what they did with Mbappe, and they just gave him a huge signing bonus? I just saw Alphonso Davies, shout out to my Canadian, he extended his contract until 2030 with Bayern.
Yeah. You did?
Well done. Don't go over to those to that evil empire over at Real Madrid. Congratulations, Alphonso Davies.
I don't know why it's an evil empire, but we move.
You don't know why Real Madrid aren't an evil empire?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Why they're an evil empire? But I'm happy you have them though. I'm happy that you play them.
Yeah,
I want to see, it's always good. You know what? Anytime you two play, it's always good games.
It is
never dull affair.
Yeah,
and you got 2 elite coaches as well, which I also like.
Yeah,
and you lot play next week Tuesday, and we'll do the show straight after. And then after that, it's next week, Wednesday. And we'll move that show to Wednesday, people. Well, we'll be sat here talking about City being dumped out of the Champions League. Oh, we will be there. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
We will be there.
You're predicting that we're going to get dumped
Yes.
out of the Champions League?
Yes, I've told you this beforehand. This should not be news.
No, I'm just want to make
Yeah,
sure. There's new
yes,
information now. You've seen
yes,
who we've acquired in the transfer window.
yes. You could you don't care. You could have acquired whoever. You're going out.
Wow.
You ain't acquiring no one that makes them stylistic. I watch stylistically.
Okay.
They are horrible for you, lot.
All
Horrible.
right. I'm glad you can find joy in all this as the season that you're experiencing right now.
Seeing you get chin checked, like theoretically, is great. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's fantastic seeing you over there struggling for words and that. It's been great. You've been bulletproof for so long. Now you bleed. It's great.
You know what? I'm gonna start shifting my attention and enjoying your losses to Crystal Palace. I'm gonna start doing that.
You acting like you don't anyway. You might just not say it. You don't want what's best for United. You'll see.
You know what? No,
maybe you're one of them strange rivals who don't like want to see.
No, I like seeing you guys win under Ten Hag because I knew it was driving you guys crazy. Like when he was getting results, I could see.
So you're right then. So you just want the pain and suffering of the football.
But listen. No, but here's the funny thing. Here's the paradox. It shouldn't be pain and suffering when your club's winning, but because it was winning under Erik Ten Hag, I saw listen. If there was a split image, there was the happy flawless on one side of his face, and then the annoyed, frustrated other, like Two-Face. You know, like Two-Face? That was flawless. Oh, I'm happy my club won, but it's Erik Ten Hag. It was split personality. Absolutely brilliant. Now, before I go, I am expecting to win my match tomorrow. FA. I'm expecting to win this.
Wait, you're not playing tomorrow?
When we play, because we're not going to be able to talk.
No, yeah. Let me pull up your fixtures. I know you got a dash. You lot subscribe to Veta Games TV as well. Now you play Leighton Orient early kickoff Saturday day for February.
Yeah, so we won't be able to.
Actually, we need a score. Yeah, we need a scoreline prediction for you for Real Madrid, my friend, because we won't talk until after that game. First leg, Manchester City, Real Madrid at the Etihad.
Did you just say the Etihad?
Yeah, I said the Etihad. Yeah.
Oh, so okay. Now I'm going to be talking about.
Sorry, I'm having flashbacks because when I was there after Ahmad scored that goal, he got empty pretty quick.
Hilarious.
My apologies.
All right, see,
my apologies.
Chat, remember, we talked about this last week. He accused me of throwing the first stone. It is flawless every week. Flawless, the one to throw that first stone.
How old are you with kids that you hit him with he started it? How old are you, man?
What? I hear he started it all the time. What are you talking about?
Yo, how old are you?
I hear it all the time. He started it. I'm like, who cares who started it?
I got a kid. I have a wife. And he here talking about.
I'm not letting you. Listen.
Because you take subtle shots all the time. People just don't catch it. But you slick. That's what it is. You are one of you, Bayesian Pops, are two of the slickest people in the ring when it comes to this content. You man takes, and I'm a slickster. So we all, we talk profiles of players. There's profiles of content creators. We the same profile. We might do things slightly different, but we the same. So I hear the slick shots you take. They might not catch it because it don't sound like it, and you'll do it in a normal tone. Lewis does it as well. Brilliant at it.
Lewis
says something so normal, but it don't sound like a shot. So that's what I'm shooting. I sit here the subtle things you say. Trust me, I know. I pay attention, Same way you pay attention when I say certain shit.
Yeah, you doing too much though, because you took a loss and you've been talking way too heavy. No, Real Madrid.
I took my 5. This guy.
I wasn't taking shots at you. I was shooting at everybody else, but you brought it on, so now we got to talk about it. No, the Real Madrid game. Funny enough, I am excited for it. Thank you, Sunshine. I'm excited for the game. Mm-hmm. I want to see who's available, who's healthy, because there's also another layer. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. There's another layer because the first game's played at the Etihad. Second game's played at the Bernabeu. But there's a mad list of players that cannot suffer a second yellow card or cannot suffer a yellow card because they will miss the second leg.
They'll miss the second leg. They didn't wipe the yellow cards.
No. So I think it's like Jude. I think it's Camavinga. The list is mad.
Yeah.
The list is mad. But unfortunately, we had that a couple seasons ago when we actually lost to Real Madrid when Casemiro was over there. And he was putting in the wildest tackles, no yellow, nothing. So I'm not expecting the ref referees to really do us any type of favors that way. But the list of who cannot suffer a yellow is crazy. I'm gonna take my chances. At home, I can't keep a clean sheet. I think, unfortunately, at best, I'm leaving the Etihad 2-1 at best.
So you're saying
Worst?
2-1, 2-2-1. Nah, don't hit us with worse. We want your prediction, my friend.
2-1. Oh my gosh.
Here we go. No, but I know you got a dip. No stress, man. But yeah, he's right.
No,
Six players. You're saying I can miss it. 6. Where is it?
6 players gotta play.
Yeah. Rudiger. Well, Rudiger's injured, but Rudiger, Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Modric, Endrick. So you don't have to worry about Rudiger because Rudiger's injured. Jude 1, Tchouaméni 1. I think Camavinga's injured. Luca's on the bench. Endrick. But yeah, there's players. Yeah.
So I'm more concerned about their midfield. I'm more concerned about Jude because those are different. He's a difference maker. So we'll see. Again, we have to set up to be able to actually have some success. But before I go, one more thing.
So 2-1 City, yeah. We're saying all right, 2-1 City.
I'm gonna say 2-1. I'm gonna say 2-1 City. That's what I'm saying.
3-1, man. You want to say 3-1? I know it, man. I know it.
Yeah,
see, look at the smile on his face, man. He wants to say 3-1.
No, I was gonna say probably maybe a 2-2, like not even going with any type.
And you're going to the Bernabeu and winning.
Well, we'll talk about the second leg after I see how we play in the first leg.
All right.
All right. Let me go with that.
For you to have any chance of going through, you need to take some form of lead there.
We'll see. Again, the yellow cards may play a factor. I want to point this out because I like to leave teasers on future shows. I like you to think about it. And obviously, it'll be conversations. For those of you that haven't, please make your way over to Vader Games TV. Subscribe because you'll hear this.
Link is in the title. Even though you lot might hear me and Vader going back and forth, that's my bro. Subscribe to his channel, Vader Games TV. If we didn't get on, he wouldn't be here. So yeah, hit the subscribe button. Click the link in the title, Vader Games TV. Let them know you mentioned you want to leave them with a teaser for next week in regards to conversation.
Yeah,
and also, anything you got coming up as well, man.
Absolutely. I'm gonna do a Why Always Me tomorrow. So make sure you don't miss that. And then on Thursday, I'll do my CIA. Thursday or Friday, I'll do CIA. But I'm gonna leave this paradox. As United Kingdom. I like this guy. Yo, respect.
Subscribe. FH did it. Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, FH. I'm based out in Toronto. I don't know where you're at, but represent my man.
Are you a Toronto Raptors fan? Basketball?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. I was just asking our interest. Go on. Sorry. Carry on.
Absolutely. Well, I've been watching when Vince was here. Like, yo, nah. There's no question. Damon Stoudemire. Listen, nah. Raptor fan from time. The one thing I want to point out, the paradox that I want to share with you guys. Thank you, Sunshine. The paradox I want to share with you is with regards to Liverpool. They're going to be in a tailspin. They're going to be all over the place, and just wait for it. For those of you that aren't Liverpool fans and you want to stoke the fire, you want to make life crazy for them, remember what I'm saying right now. For time, there's been the conversation, who's greater, Lampard or Gerrard, right? For time, there's been the conversation, who's the best Prem representative, who's the best player to play in the Prem. No question, it's been Thierry Henry. In my opinion, I don't think there's ever been a question. He's represented. He played in the Prem the longest. That's why he's not compared to CR7 or anything like that. I never heard, not once did I hear a comparison of Gerrard and Thierry Henry. Never heard it. Flawless, if you did, maybe.
Oh, I agree with you. Like, Thierry Henry is the best player I've ever seen in the Premier League.
Best player. There was never who's better, Gerrard or Henry. Never. You know what's funny now? You know what Liverpool fans are trying to do? Liverpool fans are getting all giddy. They're seeing what's happening. They're seeing Salah with his GA this season. They're saying, oh, he's probably going to do a 2020. They're saying, oh, he may be the best Prem player to have ever played. He may be that guy. I'm like, whoa. Liverpool fans, do you know what you're saying now? Have you already said that Salah has surpassed your Gerrard? Is that what I'm hearing?
Some of them are saying that. Some.
And because if you're going to say that Salah is better than Henry, by default, no question, you're saying he is better than Gerrard. If you're having that conversation, I want to hear it. I want to hear your rationale. But that's the paradox I want to leave. We're going to have that conversation with others at CIA. Flawless, yo, bless up. Thanks for having me on the show.
Of course, man. Every week, you already know, man. We're here with your gubernatorial
more.
We're here.
You know what? Well, I'm going to be ready next week I know I let you off easy. I didn't cook United the way I should have. I didn't put the press
because you lost 5. That's why. If you lot would have won, then it would have been dominating.
I lost 5 versus title challengers. You lost 2-0.
But you still lost 5. But your mighty
manager playing with your manager playing your midfielder at false 9.
Yeah, cool. And you're 4-peating almighty Manchester City with the GOAT Pep. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't lose 5 to Mikel Arteta and Kai Havertz and Gabriel Martinelli and them missing their best player.
Why? You're disrespecting. Listen, Mikel Arteta is doing an excellent job. He just put 5. He just put 5 on. No, let me say this. He just put 5 against Pep and this Manchester City. Hence why the Cronkies knew they didn't have to go into the market and reinforce that squad, because that squad just put 5 against City. I have no problems pointing out how good they are and how good they're playing. It's that
cool,
simple.
But you shouldn't lose to 5 to anybody. Anybody. No one should put 5 past you, look.
If you can lose 7-0, I can lose 5-1.
You're not. Are you Manchester United under Eric Ten Hag?
No, but you're mighty United. What are you talking about?
We're mighty Manchester United in name only. We are Ponzi scheme FC. That's what we are. Scamized. That's what we are. We are Ponzi scheme. We've been scamming for 12 years. We've now just been caught for all our crimes. And we in the jail cell with the burner still trying to scam. We still like, all right, you know what? Do this and that, yeah. And then boom, we gonna sack Ten Hag. Let's bring in Amorim. And you know what we'll do? All right, let's go look at this Europa League and FA Cup. We're not stopping the grind. It
Crazy.
Don't stop. That's what we on. We are legit trying to do that. We trying to finish 14th and win the Europa League. I'm telling you that now. That's the aim of our team.
It's
our board.
My gosh.
I'm telling you.
If that happens, honestly, if that happens, I'm gonna give tremendous credit to United.
And I'm not saying that it will happen because people are getting misunderstood. I'm saying that's the board's plan. The board have wrote off this season already.
I rate it.
Of course you
rate it. No, of course. Wait, in a roundabout, flawless, in a roundabout way, that's showing ambition. To be able to still win a trophy. No, hold on, hear me out. To win Europa and not quite be that good in the Prem. That's a unique type of ambition. Like that.
Why are we are not good in the Prem? We are mid. And they knew they knew what was on the horizon. They seen the storm coming. That we knew the hurricane was on its way. We knew known for months.
If you guys,
we're not gonna move. We're just gonna stay in the yard.
If you guys win the Europa,
that's the aim.
Of course, that's ambition. You should be. No, flawless. Come on. If all you can play for is the Europa, you should be playing for it. That's ambition.
It's not about the Europa.
It's ambition
should. No, the ambition should also be to do as well as possible in the Premier League, which it's not. They wrote the season off. And this window, and you know what? Did you see what all the reports said? That we're waiting to the summer to do business.
Yes, yeah, that's actually smart because you can get you pay more, you pay above price in the January transfer window. Trust me.
What have I been asking for all season long? Because all month long we don't have to pay any transfer fees. What did I just call us? Ponzi scheme FC. You know what you need for Ponzi schemes to keep going? Loans. Just run me some loans. This guy trying to gaslight me into this nonsense. What are you talking about?
All right, you know what? I gotta go.
We sat 14th, 13th. We're talking about. Does that not show ambition? No.
No, the first for Europa. No, but honestly, flawless. Most clubs that are 14th, 15th in their league aren't still striving to win Europa. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Spurs are.
Oh, damn. Damn.
That was a gut punch you didn't expect, did you? Because Spurs are trying to win Europa League. They're trying to win the FA Cup. At Spurs ownership on it. You a fan of Levy?
I'm very impressed with Levy. They should be studied. No, Flawless, don't do that. Flawless, don't do that. Hold on. Name me another club that have not won anything for over 20 years, right? And have still been able to raise ticket prices, still been able to grow the fan base, still been able to get a larger stadium. Daniel Levy is a genius. From a
business perspective,
football business, football genius.
Football business, yes.
Yeah.
Business is A1. I'm not in the spirit of business. I'm talking about the football club.
Listen, You're linked up, good friends with Expressions. Look at this man.
Nah, I'm not, but shout out to X. Big up X.
Well, yeah, but through degrees of
Yeah,
friendships, right?
shout out, shout
Yeah,
out, and big
shout
up
out to X.
Expressions every time, man. If you lot are in X's chat, tell him come on my channel, I beg. Go on. You lot gotta make it happen. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, chat, make that happen. This is the thing. Look at X as a fan, and he's a fan of a club that hasn't given him anything. Daniel Levy is a genius. The business model is incredible because you know what it means? It means that other clubs that don't raise the roof, don't show the armpits, can still grow a fan base, can still have a successful club business model, can still be profitable, can still have revenue, can still
110%.
feed the community.
Business-wise, yes, but I'm talking about football. They have been an unsuccessful football club in his entire tenure.
That's true.
This is where you're getting mixed up. Business-wise,
brilliant. Yeah,
brilliant. But we're talking football.
Yeah, we're talking football, but even not being successful, you can still have fans like Expressions. You can still have fans that grow and become.
Because there's going to be people who were born into it and fans before Levy got there. Same way, if I ever have kids or wherever the generation belong, we all United fans. I was born into this.
I mean, it's confirmed to the kids that you have out there, but yeah, when it comes down to
wait, what kids confirmed out there, yo? Who said this? This guy, yo. See what I'm saying? See how he tries to say slick shit and just move on, you know? Like we just go and bypass that, yo. Look at this guy. Don't let Vader fool you, you know. Oh, the kids every day.
Yo, I try.
Look at him.
Yo, everybody in the chat, hit the like button.
You know what I'm saying?
Subscribe to this man. Yo, I'll catch you in the chat, man. Yo,
definitely, love every time, man. And whenever we do, I don't think you know this, but whenever I got Q&As going on and I got all the man on, if you want to join, just send me a message and I'll send you the link.
Yo,
whenever I do the Q&As and you see everybody on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right,
blessings, man. Blessings every time, Vader. Big up. Shouts to Vader. I'm gonna get to the chat as well, because I know a couple of you lot super chatted as well, man. So big up. To A Solomon, been a member of the channel for 14 months. Samurai has been a member of the channel for 1 month as well. Destroyer, I almost said your full name, which is crazy. Big up, bro. You know I love your chat. All love. Don't ever get you passionate and want what's best. I'm passionate and want what's best. That's what it is. And I've been half keeping an eye on your and Sheik's conversation, which is good as well. It's just a couple of things I want to say, because you mentioned, is this true? So you wanted 10 years, 10 Hag out after 2 years, but 3 games after Amorim out. That's a bit crazy, I can't lie. And in regards to Liverpool, most people called it wrong. I had Liverpool third. But anyone who thought Liverpool was going to fall off with those players is crazy. Anyone who thought that. Let's say Slot was bang average, which he's not. He's been a very good manager for them, and he's proven to be. But with Van Dijk, Kanate, Salah, Alisson, Trent, you have to be an absolute horrific manager to not finish in the top 4. I'm saying you have to be... You have to be a championship level manager, in my opinion. You'd have to be Southgate level to have that team and those players and not finish in the top 4. I'm not saying the football will be great, not saying the results will be big, but you have to be that bad. So most people saying that was crazy. So because you mentioned it again about, I didn't expect Liverpool. I thought Liverpool would remain the same. I thought it'd be City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea. That was my front 4. 4 at the start of the season. I now think it will be Liverpool, Arsenal. Actually, I still got the same 4, just in a different order. And I think it will be Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea. So it's just flipped. Liverpool and City have flipped, because I still got Arsenal 2nd and I still got Chelsea 4th. So I think it will be the same. I think Forest will drop out. So that's what I'd say in regards to that. But big up for the super chat, and big up to Fox Williams for the super chat. Says United trying to scam their way into the Champions League. LOL. We are. This is exactly what we're trying to do. And don't get it misunderstood. We have to improve. And Amorim, I'll hear all criticism of him without doubt. I'm not defending him in the slightest in regards to like the performance against Palace. And when I say the performance, not just the team performance, but his performance as well. As I've watched you do better. And he has to. I hear you. Exactly, Flawless. I didn't have them winning the league this season, but I had them challenging just solely based off salary at the club. Vanda. When you can field arguably 4 of the best 11 in the Premier League, because Salah, Van Dijk, Trent, Alisson, getting everybody's 11. So you've got almost half of the league, just under half of the league's best players in that position. I don't think anyone else has that. Maybe City. Does City have that? Maybe Arsenal, you could Saliba, Gabriel, but then again, you could argue, let's say for argument's sake, is Gabriel's the best centre-back. Does Arsenal have anyone else who's the best in their position before the season started in the league? Because Saka's not getting in the head of Salah. Fullbacks will be saying, like, but we weren't talking about Gravenberch, obviously, before that at the end of the season. Like, you could argue maybe Chelsea with Caicedo and Palmer. So they got 2. Like, before the season started, who's the best left back in the league is the question I'm asking. Before the season started, if we were picking, it was like a draft, and you can pick the best left back from the league. Who we saying it is? Probably before the season, probably Vardy, so that's City. So you're saying Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, Gabriel, Vardy, maybe Cucurella, but it's not an Arsenal player. Midfield, it probably would have been Vardy, but maybe Cucurella. Yeah, for Chelsea, you're saying Caicedo, whoever the midfielder is next to Caicedo. Palmer would have been in the 10, Salah from the right, Haaland up top. Who's the best left-sided player? Who are we saying? Who's the best left? This is before the season started. If we do, who were you lot telling me is the best left winger in the league? Oh shit, Rodri. So Caicedo don't get in because it's Rodri. Yeah, I forgot. You're saying Anthony Gordon. So we're saying City and Liverpool are the most, because Haaland gets in, Rodri gets in, Vardy arguably gets in. So you want to say Gordon? Cool. We'll run Gordon. So the point that I'm making with that is, undeniably, 3 Liverpool players getting, and you could argue 4 depending on where you have Konate. No, 4 Liverpool players. You got Trent, you got Salah, you got Van Dijk, and you got Alisson. They were never falling off. That was hope. They were never falling off. That's why I'm pointing out the fact that Slot, even though he's done very well, has had a good, has an easier time because he's got better quality. The real issue stems for him if he loses one of them. How do you deal if you lose Trent for the whole season? Or Van Dijk don't sign, or Salah, or both of them, or all 3. Just using it as an example. And Slot super impressed me, but Kaneki was waxing lyrical about him, so it made sense. So that's the point. Yeah, I forgot about Rodri as well. So Rodri gets in there. So City, you got Rodri, you got Haaland, you got Vardy. It's before the season started. Obviously, it's changed now. So that's 3. Liverpool got 4. That's 7. Then you got a Palmer in there, Gordon in there, Gabriel. I hear that. Their midfield isn't the best if they do lose Gravenberch, but that's most teams who are watching it now. I hear you, Shan, because you're spot on. We're seeing it now with Chelsea, with their midfield depth. Like, you're seeing it with them with no, like, you add Lavia into their side fully fit, the difference it makes. Add Rodri, as bad as City have been, Rodri helps. So I hear it. So yeah, with all that being said, it's like Amorim hold him accountable 110%. And shout out to Sunshine. It says hit that like button. She loves the Sunshine every single time. I said baby holly at CDM. All right, people, we closing out. Make sure you subscribe to Vaya Games TV. Hope you lot enjoyed the show as well. I always enjoy these shows. Love to everyone in the chat. Love having, you know what I'm saying, verbal back and forth with people in the chat as well who can debate these type of things. Shout out to Vata as well. Is TJ live? We're going to redirect to TJ then if TJ's live. How long's he been live for? Hopefully he's staying live. Hey, Destroyer Big Up. You need to change that name though because it's crazy. And I almost said that twice. But it's crazy. But big up to Destroyer every single time. Real one, JT, Samurai. But the content's not stopping, people. We're going live in about 15, 20 minutes on the playback. It's the LA Derby, people. So the content is not stopping. LA Clippers versus the LA Lakers. The LA Lakers versus the LA Clippers. Los Angeles Lakers versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Oh, we will be there. Over on the playback, people. LA Derby. You heard me say it, Sunshine. LA Derby. LeBron versus Kawhi. Shame Luca's not there. Hopefully James Harden's fit. Is Connect? Did Connect get traded? Here you go to the Mavs. I like Connect. Got Connect. AR-15. Yeah. LA Derby. Battle of LA. You know what I'm saying? Here we are. So get over to the playback, people. www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. That's www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. Or please just download the playback app from your app store, people. Download the playback app from your app store and you'll get NBA content over there. The Carabao Cup games will be over there, watch-alongs, NBA watch-alongs, Carabao Cup watch-alongs, FA Cup watch-alongs, Premier League watch-alongs, UFC watch-alongs, boxing, gaming content. So the same way you watch and comment on YouTube is the exact same over on the Sarcasm City TV playback, people. You know what I'm saying? It's the exact same on the Sarcasm City TV playback. And that's that. You know what the playback is? That's the hood. It's the end. It's the block. You know what I'm saying? It's wild over there on the Sarcasm City TV playback. So you see it there on the screen. Only Patty Mills and Drew Eubanks out for the Clippers tonight. Looking forward to this. So I'm going to go over there in about 15 minutes. I run it early because I want to run some football bingo as well. What else was I going to say? What I was even going to say? And Vegas referenced it. Sunshine loves referencing it as well. Don't forget, all of the shows on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs and the fan calling show, are available on all audio platforms, people. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to podcasts, audio only. Type in Sarcasm City TV. Follow. A lot of you lot use Spotify. I see the Spotify wrapped ups. A lot of people be posting. If you have Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV. Follow us. 5-star us on there. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcast. All you iPhone users, it's on your phone already, people. So I need you just to 5-star us and leave us a review. That's it. Yes, like Sunshine said, all audio platforms as well, because it all helps. So we're going live on the playback in about 20 minutes for the LA Clippers versus LA Lakers. Watch along, and then we're back here. No, we're not back here. Then we'll be back on the playback again for... which I keep forgetting which Carabao Cup game it is. It's Arsenal. Newcastle United versus Arsenal, which Veta said Arsenal are winning 3-1 and then going through on penalties. So Newcastle United versus Arsenal, people. That watch along will be live on the playback. And then following that, we're going to be with the Dons. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of the Dons, Don C, Tony, and Tony Claude Gunner TV right here, the United Arsenal show. Hopefully talking about Arsenal crashing out of the Champions League. That will happen. Crashing out of the Carabao Cup. Yeah, Vega said Arsenal 3-1 and then they win on penalties. That's what he said. He said 3-1. You know Arsenal are going out. You know us. Come on now. You lot know this. You know this. Right, I'm just trying to... This laptop just wants to start moving slow, so let me just redirect to him. Yeah, you already know. All audio platforms, man. So whether you're cooking, you might be cleaning, you might be on a walk. You might be walking with your girl holding hands and be like, you know what? Let me just plug in an earphone and just hear what these lot are saying as you're half talking to her. So you could be walking, cooking, cleaning. Maybe you're driving. Maybe you just want us on in the background. People, audio platforms. But yeah, we're going to keep this show on the road. Big up to Saeed again for the raid, man. That's bro right there. Shout out to Saeed for the raid every single time. And we are going to redirect over to TJ, people. So I need you to put Sarcasm City TV raid in the chat. Oh, he's running the AFC 25. All right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Love that. So we're going to redirect over to him. Good to see so many regulars in the chat, so many new people in the chat as well. But this has been the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Really and truly, thank you very much, people, for tuning in. I'm just making sure this raid works. All right, boom. There we go. Big up and salute.